Up ahead, Put Colson, and that'll be knifed to the line, kept in by Nylander. Down low it goes. Tavares in front. And that off the stick of Morgan Riley to Bobby McMahon. Riley centers. Here's Tavares, side of the net. Now Janmark up ahead. Spencer Stastny on the ice for the first time as a member of the Edmonton Oilers. He'll wear 24. Bouchard with a big shot. That's stopped by Hildeby. Curtis Lazar's on it, a junior teammate of Tristan Jarry. And here's Easton Cowan up ahead. It'll be sent in by Stetcher. Around it goes for Bouchard. Up ahead, a lead feed. And Tomashik with a shot. The rebound ricocheting to Andrew Mangiapane, the Bolton native. Back in familiar territory. I think there's a half dozen Oilers from Ontario.
So many guys excited to be back in the area, as you see so many weekends. Toronto always gets the best of other teams' players because they come back home, got families in the stands, and that makes a difference.
Nick Waugh's pass for Nick Robertson broken up, and look at the speed! McDavid in! Connor McDavid, a beauty! And Edmonton straight first! A McWow moment early here.
You know, when Wayne Gretzky played at Maple Leaf Gardens, very similar. The one thing you can't do is turn the puck over at the opposite line. Look at how quickly Morgan Riley was looking the opposite way. And you talk about a man on a mission there. As soon as he got the puck, took his skating to another level, and that's a tough one there for Hildeby. McDavid shows great patience, gets...
Nugent Hopkins in that left corner as McDavid tries to spin away from Lawton. And now it's Draisaitl working in. Kicked away, and a second stop by Hildeby. Puck played to the line, but not out. Lawrence couldn't get it by Bouchard, but now Lawton has it deflect out to center. Right back in again with speed as McDavid dishes it off. Bouchard back to Nugent Hopkins. McDavid in front, and Hildeby off high but loose, and that one did get through. I think blocked by Jake McCabe.
I think Stetcher saved the second one. Yeah, McCabe got the first one, but just all kinds of chances at the net there. Somehow Hildeby gets one, and I think Stetcher stopped that second chance in tight.
Leafs penalty kill has been terrific of late. They have been able to kill 28 of the last 31 shorthanded. Riley picks up a loose puck. It's played in. Yarncroft with a hot shot and a rebound right back out in front. Lead beat past Savoy, who got bumped by Benoit. Hildeby's going to eat that for a face-off as it's run. Here's Nurse for Hyman coming off his 6th career hat trick. Now it's a 2-on-1. It's Benoit and nice shot, rebound in front. Bouncing puck and it's knocked away. Here's Cowan. He's got Lawton loose. Lawton on the backhand rolling through. Scores! Easton Cowan on the rebound. And the Oilers, the Leafs have tied it.
You get it, now you take an opportunity. Lawton with the backhand. There's a rebound control that Tristan Jarry can't get. Smart play by...
Watched by Tavares. Turns away from the check and gives it up. John Tavares, home free. Looking for a Leaf lead. And Jarry with the stop. But Colson hands it off. And Draisaitl going the other way. Draisaitl in front. Great pass. And Hildeby has the answer. Morgan Riley in behind the net for Nyes. Comes loose for Matthews. Looking for Doby in the slot. Hooks it back into the corner. Loose puck. Matthews on it. In front. And a stop there. Another chance. Scores. Oliver Ekman-Larsson. 2-1 Toronto.
What a great example of... You had that long stoppage of play so that the Edmonton Oilers weren't able to change, and you had both defensemen, Regula and Nurse, are over a minute 10 on this shift, and it shows. They're standing still. Look at the puck retrieval. Took hands there by Nyes to get it right back to Oliver Ekman-Larsson. Just eyes on the puck and a perfectly placed shot. You know, amazingly that Ekman-Larsson is even playing if you watch that.
Here's McDavid for Nugent Hopkins and back. Lawton and Lawrence, the penalty killers. Sharp angle shot. A rebound. And that one stopped by Hildeby. with.
He's got a real good energy about him, and the energy's matched the moment here tonight, Chris.
Well, he's doing all his talking in goal. He's going to be tested here as McDavid speeds and scores. And just like that, the game is tied.
You saw Troy Stetcher went right to Hildeby there. Stetcher tried to clear this one, and he buried it. Watch the front of the net. There's the turnover in the neutral zone. Again, now you're backing off. Now you're down. And watch the front. Stetcher, his stick in the air. Watch what he does coming back, though. McDavid's speed gets you on your heels. McCabe can't make the play. Stetcher tries to clear, and he puts it in the side of the net.
Put it in front, and now the Oilers will turn with speed. It's McDavid one more time. Playing it back to Draisaitl, across, scores! Darnell Nurse!
Here, the one thing you can't do is do anything blind. Here's Robertson. A no-look pass creates three guys getting caught deep. Now you got to deal with the speed of McDavid. That draws three guys over to the one side. And Darnell Nurse has been watching this his entire career. He knows exactly where to go. Get lost, get open, get ready for the shot. And the one-timer just a little too quick there for Hildeby to get across.
Face-off one back to Regula. Draisaitl been dominant in the face-off circle and scores! That one leaked through. Looked like it was tipped in front by Podkolzin. And it's a two-goal Edmonton lead.
How do you think Dennis Hildeby feels here to start the third? Over you, in front of the net, and then you follow it up with what Podkolzin is learning how to play with Leon Draisaitl. Draisaitl, better than any, is able to buy himself a little time, protect the puck to the outside. So where do you go? You go to the tough area. You get a save by Hildeby that goes off your shin pad. And Chris, I say this so often for guys who are struggling and haven't scored. Can you go to the hard areas? And he's right there in the hard.
What a pickup that is becoming. After a fourth round draft choice, went to Vancouver to put Podkolzin on a line with Draisaitl, scores! And I think it's off Podkolzin again. And it's another point for Draisaitl. One away from 1,000.
Well, kid, I got about happen. Watch again, a turnover in the neutral zone just has killed the Maple Leafs in this game. Draisaitl, the long reach to the outside, that paddle. Watch how hard this pass is. So Podkolzin just has to put his stick on the ice, and he does exactly that through the legs of Morgan Rielly. And I tell you what, that.
And here's the #1 Shark trying to get it to the net again. We're not talking San Jose. Nugent Hopkins in, and he's trying to set up McDavid, and they score! It popped into the net, and Edmonton's got 6.
You look at the reaction by Hyman, a little bit almost embarrassed. He knew exactly. And you watch Nugent Hopkins here. Every player on this Oiler team knows the pride that McDavid has, and Chris, the second effort by Nugent Hopkins to get it to Hyman, but we talked about it before. Nathan McKinnon was leading the leading scorer, right?
Blackhawks at the old Chicago Stadium.
What a starting point.
Yeah, that's great. Here's Matthews off the bench. Centering in front, Yardcoat, stopped by Jari. Likely haunt him a little bit tonight. It kind of triggered the Oilers, who were down 2-1 before that happened. A chance there, and Jari down, loose in front of the net. Robertson backhanded it wide. Stetcher moves up. Flip that across the goal mouth.
And Stuart Skinner had us. That's how tight they were, and now you got to forge a new one with your new partner.
McCabe across, and a nice set play goal for Stephen Lawrence. With the shrug, knowing that that's just a little window dressing for the Leafs.
That bottom six, anytime they can score a big goal, it gives a boost, but too little too late. What a great execution, though, of Lawton with the win. McCabe gets the pass from his partner and then puts just a...
And Edmonton clears as the clock drains. And the Edmonton Oilers have posted their 15th win of the year and their first with Tristan Jarry in goal.